It was just a game, that's all it was. No one was supposed to get hurt. My friends were over for a slumber party, and we played simple games like Truth or Dare and Twister. Sarah was kind of like the leader of our little group. We did what she said, not out of fear, but because she was a good leader. But she was braver than the rest of us. She was a brunette. Marilyn was the littlest in our group. She had luscious blonde hair. Bella was the prettiest out of all of this, with long, shiny black hair. Sarah seemed to be getting bored. Then her face lit up with a malicious smile. I asked her why she was smiling, and she said, "Let's play Bloody Mary." I was wary at first, then Sarah said, "Unless you girls are chicken." Bella and Marilyn opposed the idea of being scared, and I was the last one to agree to play Bloody Mary, and the most reluctant. We all got up and crept to the bathroom. Sarah opened the door and rushed us inside of the bathroom, then closed the door behind us. She looked at all of us with that same malicious smile and recited the rules for us. When I turned the lights off, we all started chanting Bloody Mary 3 times. Then we waited a little bit, and Bloody Mary's ghost would come from the mirror and try to kill us or something. First to turn the lights on loses. She then walked over to the light switch and flicked them off. I'll admit I was a little frightened. I was skeptical about ghosts and urban legends, but I'd rather not find out if they were true. We all started chanting Bloody Mary in stereo. After the 3rd time we said Bloody Mary, we all looked at each other, gave that same frightened smile. Then the bathroom's temperature dropped rapidly, and we saw something faint in the mirror. So we all took a closer look. As we were facing the mirror, we heard Marilyn shriek in pain. She fell to the ground, holding her bag. Bella screamed, "Turn on the lights!" Then Sarah turned towards the light switch, and began to run out, but her efforts were futile as she slipped and fell to the ground. She then started holding her eyes and started to scream as if she was feeling excruciating pain. Bella ran for the door, but something grabbed her hair and yanked back and slammed her against the wall. I was curled up in a fetal position by this time and started to feel my skin peel away, revealing raw flesh. I got up and swiftly sprinted to the light switch. Something put a deep scratch across my calf, and I fell, but to my success, I hit the light switch on the way down, and it stopped. It all stopped. We were safe. I looked at my now bleeding arm, the back to the girls. To my horror, Sarah was on her back, mouth wide open, eyes freshly gouged out, and still bleeding, dead. Then I glanced over at Bella. She was propped up against the wall, blood gushing from her head where she had hit the wall, and a huge cut stretching across the front portion of her neck. Then over to Marilyn, who lay on the floor, shaking violently in shock. I tried to stand up and go aid her, but I fell and realized the cut was so deep into the muscle tissue that it prevented me from even lifting myself. I took my cell phone out of my pocket and called the police. The police got there and didn't know what to expect happened. I overheard them debating if we could have done this to ourselves while on drugs, or somebody did this to us. They interviewed me and asked me questions. I kept telling them Bloody Mary did it, but they were of course skeptical. Marilyn is in the hospital for about a month. She suffered from deep gashes and internal bleeding, and she's missing both of her appendixes and one of her kidneys. They said they were violently ripped out. She's lucky she survived. When me and my parents got home, I requested they take down all the mirrors in the house and kept the bathroom light on. I still feared to go in that damn place. Never ever play Bloody Mary. Never play with demons.